I'm Joyce Fields. I am 81 years old and I do lives Monday through Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific time. And I get a kick out of saying that because it just blows the minds of my peers, people in their late 70s, early 80s. I'm doing lives up at 4 o'clock a.m. I'm not up because I ain't go to bed. It's a long story, but at any rate, at some point I may tell that story. Yeah, you know what? Because I YouTube replays my lives, so I'm going to tell the story right now. Um, my sleeping hours are probably between 8 and maybe 11 a.m. That's when I go to bed and I sleep for 8 hours. And then I get up and I do my thing. So I almost always get 8 hours of sleep. So I am a vampire. I used to tell my son that I was a vampire. I'm a true night owl, y'all. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. So I have been a night owl since I was 18 years old, and I'm 81 now. Good morning. Hey, Kyle. Did you see the message on the group, the group chat for the moderators? I put a message on there, okay? I'd like for you to go over there and check it out so that it's not going to be a shock to you when I say what I'm getting ready to say in a little while, okay? So, but now, since I was 18 years old, I have loved the night. And I'm 81 now, okay? That's a long time. And it started when I got a job at Detroit Edison. I was born and raised in Detroit. Yeah, Big D. Love me some Detroit. Me and Pap now live in right outside of Pasadena, California. So in Detroit, I started working at Detroit Edison on Monday, April 9th. Okay, so I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And every one of those nights, except for Friday, I had to go to bed early so I can get up, because I was catching the bus to work at that time. I don't know if I had to catch two buses. I don't remember if I had to, because we called it a transfer, so I don't remember. Yeah, at some point I did have to catch two buses, okay? So I had to get up early. Now, when Friday came, the very first week, I'll tell y'all right now, the very first week that I worked, when Friday night came, that's like the OJs living for the weekend. Let me tell you, that has been the story of my life every day, every year that I worked, living for the weekend. And then just got paid, Johnny Kemp, that's the story. Friday night, just got paid. Oh, those two will never go out of style for me, okay? So Friday night came, and I said, hell, I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Thank you. You're very welcome. So I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. So that's where I started. The very first week that I worked on Friday. So I raised our son like that. He's 55 now. And his kids are like that. When our son was little, because I'm always been, like I said, like since I was 18, and I didn't have him till I was 26. And so when he was little, when he went to start going to school, when it was Friday night and he didn't have to go to school, he could stay up as late as he wanted to, as late as he could, really, because I would tell him, now, your ass go to sleep, you going to bed. Now, I don't consider ass a cuss word, okay? So that's what I would tell him. Your ass go to sleep, you're going to bed. So he'd be sitting up there watching, so we would be watching TV and eating good and all that kind of stuff. So now he's 55 years old, he's still doing that. I'm liable to get a call from my son at 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that, okay? And I'm liable to call him at 3 o'clock in the morning. And so his kids, he's got Medina, she'll soon be 16, and Dakari will soon be 13. And they are both like that. When they don't have to go to school, they can stay up as late as they want to. I remember one time I used to have all of my grandkids and my nieces and nephews to come over for the weekend. Every other weekend I would do this. And so, well, not every other weekend. My grandkids, I would get them every other weekend. But when I would have all of my nieces and nephews and all, I'd have as many as 12, 14 kids for the weekend. The older ones would help, so I didn't do all of it by myself. And so, and I remember one night, they all stayed up, because I had a reputation, and still do. I'll stay up. So one night, they all stayed up till the sun came up. And Lord, oh my goodness, y'all, you should have seen them kids. They absolutely just about lost their minds. They were little, So they said the sun came up. It was the next day. So, yeah, so that's why my very first week of work, y'all, I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and me and Pap now live in right outside of Pasadena, California. So my very first week of work, Friday night when that came, I said, I ain't got to go to work Saturday. I stayed up. So that's the story of my life. From 18 to now I'm 21, Lord have mercy, to now I am 81, and I ain't never changed. From 18 to 81, never changed. So when I don't have to go to work or anything I got to do, like appointment, and when I get appointments, even to this very day, I get the latest appointment possible, okay? Like 3:30, 4 o'clock, because I don't get up, so but I still get my sleep. So, hey, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm 81 years old or young, and I feel no differently than I did when I was 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, no, says 71, okay? Yeah, I feel like I'm doing good. My thing is, I am always too blessed to be stressed. Come on, y'all, share this live. I'm getting ready to share some information, some advice with y'all. I'm 81, like I said. I have lived this advice that I'm about to share with y'all since I was about 10 years old. The title of my lives is UNDIFFICULT Your Life. Yes, and the advice that I share will help you to do exactly that, to undifficult your life. Yeah, I'm walking proof. I live the advice that I share with y'all. I am one of those people that people will say, follow your own advice. Well, honey, let me tell you something. I sure enough follow my own advice. My own advice works. So now, I'm going to tell y'all, I used to call these pieces of advice. And my man, his name is Pap, it's spelled P-A-P. His real name is Fred. He said they're better than pieces of advice. They are pillars. So I stopped calling them pieces of advice, and I started calling them pillars of advice. Now, share the live, y'all, because I would love, when y'all share the live, you just help me to open up the possibility of being able to share this advice with more and more people. My goal is to share this advice with as many people as I can, because it doesn't cost you one penny to use the advice that I share. And I can make you a promise that the advice that I share, you will be able to use some or all of it while you are sitting there watching my live. So now, I told y'all, me and my man, we have been together for 68 years. And you heard that correctly. We have been together for 68 years. We just celebrated our 58th wedding anniversary this past June 3rd, 58 years of marriage. Now, we've been together since we were both 13 years old. He is now 82, and I just turned 81. I am, goodness gracious, I'm so happy to be 81 years old. I'm looking forward to being 82. I just turned 81 on February 4th, and now February is getting ready to come up again. 2 months, I'll be 82, God willing, okay? So we have been together since we were 13 years old. And I'm going to show y'all some pictures that show the passage of time, okay? So now I'm going to show you 2 pictures. The first picture, thank you, we were both 25 years old. This is 1969. Share the live, y'all, because I'm getting ready to share with y'all some bomb advice. It really is good. It works, okay? So here, we were both 25 years old. Pap and Joyce, 1969, 25 years old. Okay? Now, to show the passage of time, I love this. This is Pap and Joyce, 2024, 80 years old. This is our 57th wedding anniversary. That's where that day it was. Yeah, thank you. So here's what I like to do, y'all. To show the passage of time, I love this. At the top, Pap and Joyce, 1969, 25 years old. And at the bottom, Pap and Joyce, 2024, 80 years old. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't take it for granted, y'all. It blows my mind as well. Like I said, I say this all the time. I look at Pap sometime, I said, I've been with this man over half of my life, you know? So that's why, and Pap is the one who said, don't call them pieces of advice, call them pillars. So thank you. Thanks for all the compliments on the pictures. And please continue to share the live, y'all. Don't just share it one time, okay? Share it and continue to share it. I'm going to be giving y'all some advice that you can take to the bank, okay? For real. Ain't no stuff here. I don't BS nobody. So now, these pillars of advice will help you to undifficult your life. And I promise you, you will be able to use the advice that I share with you, some of it or all of it, while you are sitting there watching this live, okay? So share it, y'all, because I want to be able to share this advice with a whole lot of people. Now, there are 4 pillars that I share. I don't answer questions, y'all. And there's no Shelter and some and others of my moderators have been posting that no religion, no politics allowed on this live. If you want to do that, take it somewhere else, please, okay? It's not wanted here. No Bible stuff, no Jesus stuff, and no politics. Just that simple. And if you post comments like that, religious, the Bible, Jesus, or whatever, or quote scripture, that kind of stuff, my moderators will delete it. So it's not welcome here. To each his own. I don't believe in Jesus, the Bible, or politics. All 3 of them are man-made, okay? So that's man-made. I talk to God all day long. It's man-made. All the rest of them is man-made. When I learned that King James paid for the translation of the Bible, that's why it's called the King James, I said, I don't want nothing to do with that mess, okay? So, no, thank you. No religion, no politics on my life, okay? Not even in my life. I don't do that. So now, pillar number 1, I share 4 pillars, y'all. Pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I tell you how you do that. It is not difficult. Remember, the title of my live is Undifficult Your Life. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you do that. But I always start with the toddlers. If you are raising toddlers, You will want to learn how easy it is to teach them patience. I tell you all of that, okay? Pillar number 3, stay calm. There is tremendous power in your ability to stay calm. You lose your power when you become angry. So, and I give you an illustration of that when I get to pillar number 3. Also, when I get to, I do helpful hand visuals throughout all of my pillars. And helpful hand visuals, I call them that because one of my viewers, her username is Jessie Knott, and she said, quote, "These visuals are so helpful," unquote. Now, this was in one of my TikTok lives earlier this year. And so she was talking about the gestures that I do with my hands. And in combination with the words that are coming out of my mouth, this is what God or the universe has gifted me. God gifted, or the universe, or whatever you call your higher power, gifted all of us. Your gift is typically going to be something that you are good at and something that you enjoy. That's what your gift is typically going to be. And if it's several things, that could be, you have several gifts. So one of my gifts is the ability to communicate philosophies, concepts, ideas, and all of that from my mind to y'all's mind. And that's for real. So stick around, you will see it, then you will believe it. I'm not saying that just to be saying it, okay? So helpful hand visuals. And when I get to when I get to pillar number 3, stay calm, I do 2 helpful hand visuals. And Spirit gives me these helpful hand visuals, y'all. I don't make them up. Spirit gives them to me. And I cannot explain how that happens. I really can't, okay? I can't explain it to myself. So when I get to pillar number 3, stay calm, I do 2 helpful hand visuals that when I did them on one of my TikTok lives, and I've done over 500 TikTok lives, by the way, y'all. So when I did it on one of my TikTok lives, it blew a lot of the viewers' minds, and I did it for Pap, and it blew his mind. And like I said, it blows my mind as well. That's pillar number 3. And before I go to pillar number 4, I want to take a minute to address the trolls or the would-be trolls. There is nothing that you can put in the comments, nothing at all, that will offend me, will hurt my feelings, will do anything to me. You understand that? Now, it is a very pathetic individual who is a troll. That means that you deliberately try to be cruel to somebody. You deliberately try to insult somebody. It doesn't work with me. And this is for everybody here on my live, because this is the way I deal with trolls, okay? That just for y'all just to know. I have had trolls apologize to me, but in some cases, people insist on being ignorant, and there's nothing that can be done about that. Now, most of the time, my moderators will hide them so that they can still hear what I am saying, the advice that I am sharing with y'all. But now, I'm telling you right now, if you are a troll, or if you are even thinking about posting some ridiculous mess on my live, don't do it. And if you do it, you will be dealt with accordingly. And please know that whatever you put up as a comment, it does not bother me at all. It reflects on your dumb ass, okay? That's all it does. You're hiding behind a username, but you know who you are, and the universe knows who you are. You better wise up. As the old folks used to say, I'm an old folk now, right now, okay? you better straighten up and fly right. Okay? So, now, enough for the trolls. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't bother me. It reflects on you, not me. Okay, now I'm gonna go to pillar number 4. See, I've finished pillar number 3. Oh no, it doesn't bother me. It just reflects on the troll, you know. So it's not even that. I I've risen above all of that. I just would like for them to rise above it. That's all. That's it. So you don't understand. You know, a lot, and not everybody does. So don't feel slighted, okay? Okay. So now, pillar number 4. I still remember where I was, okay? Now, pillar number 4 is remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration, all of that kind of ugly stuff. And I will tell you what those 4 words are when I get to the 4th pillar, okay? So now, back to pillar number 1. Now, first of all, I want to say this. I showed you, or I recited the 4 pillars. Now, here are the 4 pillars. What I'm saying is this. Don't you all think that if everybody, pillar number 1 is develop and maintain a positive attitude. Don't y'all think that if everybody or if more people developed and maintained a positive attitude, that the world would be a better place? I think so. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. Don't y'all think that if more people learned how to increase their level of patience, that the world would be a better place? I think so. Hey, Aurora. Pillar number 3, don't you think that if more people stayed calm, that the world would be a better place? I sure think so. And then pillar number 4, the 4 words, when I get to pillar number 4, if people would remember those 4 words, the world would be a better place. So all I'm trying to do in the lives that I do, where I share the advice that I live, I would like for people to understand that it doesn't cost you anything, not 1 penny. It doesn't cost anything for you to make a contribution to the world being a better place. And you can do that by using one or all of the 4 pillars of advice that I share. It's free. I'm just sitting here in my lazy boy rocker recliner and sharing this advice. I know that it works. I live it. Okay? You're very welcome. And those y'all are a lot of y'all are the kind of people that make my efforts worthwhile. You appreciate the advice that I share. And by the way, y'all, I'm going back to TikTok starting Monday, December 8th. Still the same time, 4 a.m. Pacific time. So I don't like YouTube doing the lives on this. It's too much involved. I'm 81 years old. I don't have time for all the intricacies of all of this stuff. You know, y'all can learn all that stuff, but I don't have time for that. I got a man and a house, you know, and I'm still doing these lives. Okay, so, but as of Monday, I will be going back to doing my TikTok lives. TikTok is a lot easier for me, you know, and everything that I have is all on one page. Okay, so you just scroll through it, you know, but it's all on one page. Oh, thank you so much, Aurora. I gotta get that screenshot. So now, pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. I'm going to repeat that. That's pillar number 1. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. Yeah, TikTok has a lot of good features, Shells, for real. Yeah. So, now, there are only 2 attitudes, y'all. Just 2. Only two attitudes, y'all. A negative attitude or a positive attitude. That is it. You do not choose to have a negative attitude. Based on what I have learned, what I have observed, you don't choose to have a negative attitude. What happens is, if you do not choose to have a positive attitude, and a positive attitude is a deliberate choice that you must make. It ain't coming to sit in your lap. If you do not choose to have a positive attitude, you almost certainly will end up with a negative attitude. It's like it is a default, y'all, for real. You don't choose it. But if you don't choose to have a positive attitude, you must absolutely, deliberately choose to have a positive attitude. You must intentionally choose to have a positive attitude. You see? And the way that you choose to have a positive attitude is that you write a program. The way that you write a program, oh, wonderful, is you say it out loud. And here is what you say. Here's what you say. This is the program that you write. From now on, I am going to be working on developing, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. I'm going to repeat that. It's a program that you write and you say it out loud. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. You say it out loud. A lot of people will say you say it in your mind. No, you say it. Joyce Fields is telling you to say it out loud. Because when you say it only in your mind, that is one element that you are using. When you say it out loud, 3 elements y'all using, you see? 3 elements y'all using. You speak it out of your mouth, you hear it with your ears, and it gets plastered into your psyche. 3 elements, you see? When you say it out loud, that's what happens. Here's what you say. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. When you say that, it's like, now my hand is stretched out as far as it can go, but I want y'all to imagine that, and this is a helpful hand visual that I'm doing. Imagine that in my hand is a big plug, a socket, it's a 2-prong plug or a 3-prong plug, doesn't matter. And when you say those words out loud, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. That's what these words right here, and you plug it into your spirit. You plug it into your soul. And I love saying this every live that I do. It electrifies you. You see? It really does. It electrifies you. It kicks you into a super gear, into turbo. That's what a positive attitude will do for you. And I'm going to give you a whole lot more advice that you can use to do exactly that, okay? So now, I'm going to show you what a negative attitude looks like. You heard that correctly. Please share the live, y'all. I would love to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. I'm going to show y'all what a negative attitude looks like. On the count of 3, I'm going to show you. 1, 2, 3. Here's what a negative attitude looks like, y'all. These are the kind of people that say, woe is me. Share the live, y'all. My life sucks. I can't stand this. I can't stand that. Complain, complain, complain. And in the meantime, I'm doing another helpful hand visual, y'all. This is symbolizing these are good, positive elements flying through the universe, constantly flying through the universe at all times. Positive stuff. They always fly over the heads of people who have a negative attitude. You see? This is what this symbolizes. When you write that program and say it out loud, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. On the count of 3, I'm going to show you what happens. 1, 2, 3. You see what happened? Okay, I got to get a screen. Okay. Now I want y'all to pay attention to what happened. You see what was going over your head is now making contact with your psyche. You see? Did I demonstrate that? Did I communicate that accurately? Did I do that effectively so y'all understand it? Oh, good. Thank you, Aurora. Anybody else? Did y'all get that? Okay. Yes, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Okay, good. Love back at you. Good, Southern. I appreciate that. Oh, wonderful. I gotta do this. Yeah. Okay, wonderful, y'all. So that is when you say out loud, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. You drive out a lot of that negativity. You can never drive out all of it. Okay, so don't even try. And I'm going to go into that a little more as well. Okay, so you drive out a lot of it. But now put yourself on the path to develop and maintain a positive attitude. Y'all saw what a negative attitude looks like. You're just down in the dumps. You're just nothing makes you happy, So, but happiness has to come from inside. But a positive attitude will do that. And I'm going to tell you how you do it, okay? Now I'm going to read y'all a list of words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And it might be you, okay? But there's nothing wrong with that. So if any of these words fit your personality traits or personality characteristics, that's okay. But now, because when you write that program, I'll get back to the words now. When you write that program, when you say, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. And maintaining it is a lifelong process, y'all. It never ends. But that's the way it should be. That's what's going to really make you feel complete. That's what a positive attitude does for you, for real. When you say that program, and you can say it to people in your circle, in your family, friends, all of that, you can tell them, don't throw it up to me that I had a negative attitude yesterday or last week. I don't care how long. So this program that you write, it says, from now on, that means from this point forward, forget about last week, forget about yesterday, you see? So that means this point and then going forward. So just tell them, don't throw it up in my face that I had a negative attitude yesterday. From now on, I'm going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive one, okay? That's all you got to do. And go on about your business. So now here are the words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. And then I'm going to read you a list of words that will guide you on your path to developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Now, here are the words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude. And it could be you, but don't worry, because you can change that at any minute in your life. You understand that? You can write that program at any minute in your life. Okay, so now, here are the words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude, and it might be you. Anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, share the live, y'all, resentment, holding grudges, holding unforgiveness, inferiority, lies and dishonesty, false pride, superiority, and the last word is ego. Okay? Back up to the top. The very first word is anger. Do you know people who are full of anger? People who are angry? Don't put no Bible stuff on my live. You will be dealt with accordingly. I don't believe in it. You can have yours, I got mine, okay? Do you know people who are full of anger? People who are angry? Are you the one who is full of anger? Who is angry? That is negative. How about resentment and holding grudges and holding on to unforgiveness? Do you know people who are like that? Are you the one who is full of resentment, holding grudges, and full of unforgiveness? That is negative too. I'm going to come back up to it. How about lies and dishonesty? Do you know people who lie? People who are dishonest? Are you the one who is a liar, who is dishonest? That is negative too. Back up to resentment and holding grudges. If you are full of resentment, holding grudges, and unforgiveness, all of those three things, if you are full of that kind of stuff, you are living in the past. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Those are the kinds of comments that really keep me going with what I'm doing, So you're living in the past because you're holding on to something that happened, past tense. It happened. There is nothing that they can do about it to change it. No religion on my live, y'all. Don't be talking about Jesus and don't be talking about the Bible. Take it someplace else where it is welcomed. It's not welcome here. So don't do that. No religion, no Bible stuff, no Jesus stuff, no politics. I don't have any use for either of them. They're all man-made. I talk to God all day long, and God ain't got no religion. You hear me? God ain't got no religion. That ain't no requirement, okay? Religions are man-made. I have nothing to do with them. Okay, so now, I was telling about resentment and holding grudges. You're living in the past. See, I'm glad that I can get back to where I was. Because there is nothing that the people who did that to you can do about it to change it. And there is nothing that you can do about it to change it. You understand? Nothing that y'all can do. So why are you holding on to something that happened? Think about it. You have to forgive them. That's the only healthy way forward for you. Oh, wow. Thank you. That's the only healthy way for you. You must forgive. You must forgive them. Forgive, but don't forget. A lot of people will tell you to forgive and forget. Hell no, you don't ever do that. You'd be an idiot. So don't you ever forget. Keep it on the stove, but on the back burner, you understand? and on a low flame. I just added that. Yeah. See? But you must forgive. But forgiving does not mean you go back into their lives or they come back into yours. But that's a good thing if that's what everybody agrees to. That's beautiful. But you must forgive. And the reason why you forgive for your own sake. When you hold on to resentment and you hold on to unforgiveness and you hold grudges against other people, come on, y'all, share the live because I would love to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. Don't y'all agree that it doesn't cost you anything and you can use it while you're sitting there watching my live? You can change your whole mind, your whole attitude can change and shift while you're sitting there. But I'm telling you why you have to forgive because it's costing you. Look around you and even at yourself. A lot of people who hold on to resentment and hold grudges against other people and hold on to unforgiveness, they think they're doing something. No, you don't, you're damaging yourself. Those words I call them the uglies. And the uglies only damage the people who hold on to them. It doesn't make any sense that others would be damaged by you holding on to the uglies. Think about it. And I'm going to tell you something else. When you hold on to all that ugliness, it can put you into bad health. A lot of people are on medications, you see, and a lot of people are not in the best of health, and a lot of people are not aging gracefully. That's what holding on to resentment, unforgiveness, and holding grudges against other people can do to you. It can put you into bad health. You understand? You must forgive. It creates, when you hold on to all of that ugliness, it creates what I call an internal, invisible burden on your soul, on your spirit, on your cells, on your blood, on your organs, on everything about your being. That's what it does, and it's not worth it. Yes, the body cannot take all of that. That's ugly. You're piling ugly stuff in it. So I'm going to deal with that in a few minutes. Now, you must forgive, like I said. But if you don't, it doesn't matter who it was or what they did. A lot of people on my lives, because I do the same 4 pillars. Every live that I do, I talk about the same 4 pillars, but every live that I do is different. It's unique. Every live that I do. So, a lot of people want to say, what if it was this and what if who was that? And it doesn't matter who it was or what they did. You must forgive them because when you hold on to all of that ugliness, it is creating what I call an internal, invisible burden, like I told you, on your soul, on everything about you. You must forgive. Now, I'm 81, and when I was a kid, there was no such thing as, thank you, text message or email or video call, nothing like that, okay? So, but y'all can use any of those technologies to forgive them. You can send them a text message. You can send them an email, whatever. But here's something else. Here's a good one. I know you're going to love this. For those of you who are holding on to it, but you don't want to ever have anything else to do with them, but you want to forgive them, but you don't want to have anything to do with them ever again, you can forgive by saying it out loud to the universe. You heard me correctly. Yep. And I got 4 testimonials to prove it to you, okay? So now you can forgive by saying it out loud to the universe or God or whatever you call your higher power. It doesn't matter. Here's what I'm also saying. Wonderful. The universe or God or whatever you call your higher power was there when the mess happened to you. You hear? God, the universe or whatever you call your higher power, sees everything that we do, that you do right now. God, the universe, or whatever you call your higher power, hears everything that we say, that you say right now. God or the universe or whatever you call your higher power reads your thoughts, reads our thoughts right now. Now let that sink in. Now I always ask this question. My having said that, did that cause any of y'all, and be quick with y'all's responses, please. I'm running out of time. Did that cause any of y'all to really seriously think, be more serious about what you do, say, and think? Come on, give me some responses, y'all. Come on, give me some responses. Did that cause you to think more seriously about what you do, say, and think? Oh, I don't celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter. Those are all man-made stuff, y'all. I don't deal with those. Thanks for the sentiment, though. I appreciate the sentiment always. Come on. Oh, good. Yes. God. See, that's what I'm saying. The trolls better watch out. That's why I tell you, the old folks, like I'm one of them now, 81, used to always say, you better straighten up and fly right. You see? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, great. Great. Okay. Wonderful. That's good. That's what a positive attitude will do for you. For real. No stuff. So now, I ain't through yet. If you don't want to have anything else to do with them, like I said, the universe, God, or the higher power, whatever you call it, was there when the mess happened to you. You see? So you can say it out loud that you forgive. And this is how you do it. I'm going to show you and tell you. Okay, so now here is what you say. And I don't care what you call it. I say universe, okay? Universe, I forgive so-and-so for doing such and such to me. I'm going to repeat that. Universe, I forgive so-and-so for doing such and such to me. You say that out loud. Use your hand the way that I use mine. It symbolizes your touching spirit or your touching the universe. You see? So, here are 4 testimonials that happened on my lives. It was a TikTok live, and I will be returning to TikTok, doing my lives on TikTok. I still post on TikTok all the time. I mean, just about every day. I have over 50,000 followers on TikTok. So I will be returning to TikTok, doing my lives Monday through Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific time, starting Monday, December 8th. I'm going to return to TikTok, okay, 4 a.m. So now I was talking about 4 testimonials that I'm going to give y'all. This was on TikTok that I did earlier this year. I want y'all to share the live. YouTube says I have 56 people on here, and now it went down to 54. I would like to see at least 50 people sharing this live, and I would love to see my numbers climb because I don't rely on the numbers, although I know if they climb, say that shows that there are more people joining. So all I want to see is the numbers climb. But I will do my live and share this advice if I only have 2 people on here, or 1, along with my moderators, okay? All right, so now, if y'all share it, it just opens up the possibility, or when y'all share it, it's not if. So it opens up the possibility that I will get more people to listen to the advice that I'm sharing to help undifficult a lot more people's lives. Okay, so now testimonial number 1. A young lady, she said, I forgave my dad like that, and I immediately burst into tears. Testimonial number 2. She said, I forgave myself like that, and I immediately burst into tears. And you can forgive yourself. The universe saw what you did or heard what you said as well. You're not immune. You can forgive yourself out loud, okay? Then testimonial number 3 was a young man who said, I forgave and I felt my spirit shift. Now, the reason why the 2 young ladies immediately burst into tears after they forgave. She forgave her dad, and then one of them forgave themselves. And the young man felt his spirit shift because it's like I was telling y'all. When you hold on to all that ugliness, it creates an internal, invisible burden on your soul, on your spirit, on your very fiber, everything about you. And what happens? What happens when you say, I forgive whomever it was for whatever they did? It's like the Shelster calls it a pressure release valve, okay? And it goes, that's what happens. That's why they burst into tears. The 2 young ladies burst into tears. That's why the young man felt his spirit shift, because they were carrying a load that they didn't even realize they were carrying. And when you release that, it can break you down. But joyfully, not sorrowfully, okay? Yes. Yeah. Yes, most definitely. Don't walk around with all of that. That's real baggage, honey. Don't do that to yourself. So you must forgive, but don't ever forget. You see? Now, the 4th testimonial is a lady named Patricia. And Patricia had been watching my lives, and she had been carrying a grudge against her mother for, get ready for this, y'all. She had been carrying a grudge against her mother for over 40 years. You heard that correctly. Over 40 years, y'all. She forgave her mother. And I'm telling you, that was 40 years worth of Mother's Days that they didn't spend together. But this past Mother's Day they did. They spent it together. And she came up as a guest on my TikTok live and shared with all of us what a good time they had together. She forgave her mother after over 40 years of holding a grudge against her. So I got full. I'm telling y'all, I didn't boo-hoo cry, but it just warmed my heart thoroughly that the advice that I share did that for her and her mother. So you must forgive. People change. It could be somebody now that you admire or that you respect anyway, okay? So people change. Now I'm going to read y'all the words that will guide you on your path, on your journey to developing and maintaining a positive attitude. And maintaining it, y'all, is a lifelong process, and it's fun. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of energy, but it is fun effort. It is fun energy, for real. Now, here are the words that I would hope that some of y'all will try to incorporate into your personality traits, into your personality characteristics, okay? Here are the words. The first one is joy. I love it because it's the first three letters of my name, okay? Peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, empathy, generosity, truth and honesty, compassion, and the last word is faith. I hope that y'all will incorporate those kinds, more kindness, more truthfulness, more empathy, more compassion. Okay? So I hope that y'all will incorporate those kinds of things into your life. Now, it's always about positive attitude and negative attitude, y'all, always. Nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time, and nobody can have a negative attitude 100% of the time. You understand that? I'm going to repeat it. Nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time, and nobody can have a negative attitude 100% of the time. See, y'all say, oh, he's always negative, or he's always, no, you don't see it when, nobody can have that's what I just said. Okay, so now, therefore, we all live our lives by a ratio. Now, I'm going to ask this question, and I only want responses that state no, okay? Because if you've been on my lives before, then you already have, you know what I'm talking about. So I only want responses that state no. And here's the question. Do you know that you live your life by a ratio? And I'm going to fully explain what a ratio is. But I asked that question. Do you know you live your life by a ratio? Like I said, nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time, and nobody can have a negative attitude 100% of the time. Hey, South Africa. Okay, good. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Elizabeth. Woo, thanks, Tanada. Oh, that's pretty. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Nathan. Thanks, Rochelle. No. Okay. Okay. Come on, y'all, share the live, because I would love to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. I love doing this. So now, a ratio, ratio. Y'all are going to love this, especially those who said no. A ratio is a very simple tool, an extremely simple tool that will definitely, I said it will definitely help you to better control your life. You understand? A ratio is a very simple tool. Thank you, I appreciate it. That will help you, definitely help you. It will definitely help you to better control your life. Your ratio is only controlled by you, only adjusted by you. You are in complete control of it. If you set it too high, you can lower it. And if you set it too low, you can raise it. Only you can do that, okay? Now, I'm going to show you by using my ratio as an example. My ratio is 80-20. I don't own it. Anybody can use that. 80-20. People on my live, they have set theirs at 75-25, 60-40, or whatever. Doesn't matter. You can set it, you can adjust it. So now, 80%, that means my ratio, 80-20. 80% positive, 20% negative. That means that 80% of the time, I'm happy being in the positive attitude mode. And 20% of the time, I'm okay. I didn't say I was happy. I hope you noticed that. I'm okay with being in the negative attitude mode. Now back over to the positive attitude mode, okay? 80% of the time, I will honor the programs that I write. And remember, that's the program when you said, From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. That's the program. And that program is ingrained in me now. And it will become ingrained in you if you use it faithfully. So 80% of the time, I honor the programs that I write. And 80% of the time, I do what is right, what is fair, what is honest, what is considerate, all of that. I pray for everybody. So that's 80% of the time. Now back over to the negative side. The negative time, when I'm at 20% of the time, I can be in the negative attitude mode. But when you are in your negative attitude mode, whatever percentage you assign to it, it can never include three things. Thing number one, it can never include physical abuse. You cannot hit people. You cannot throw things. Come on, y'all, share the live. I've got 36 people on here according to the YouTube. So I would love to be able to share this with a whole lot more people. So you can, thing number one, you can never be physically abusive. You cannot hit people. You cannot throw things. Thing two, you cannot be verbally abusive to anybody. You cannot cuss anybody out. You cannot insult anybody. Okay? Then thing number three is, thanks to one of my viewers, her username is Midnight, and she asked me to include tone of voice. And it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. So I included tone of voice, so very happily. Thing three is, you can't say anything in an ugly tone of voice to anybody. Now, as long as when you are in your negative attitude mode, you don't do any of those three things, no physical abuse, no verbal abuse, and no ugly tone of voice, then you're okay. You understand? So you're okay. Now, can y'all use that ratio? Can that ratio help you to better control your life? Ah, good. Thank you. Okay, come on, y'all. Give me some responses. I want y'all to be quicker with y'all's responses. Okay, good. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Wonderful. That's what I want to know, if that ratio can help y'all. Yes. Yes. 80% of the time, I'm thinking 80% of the time I'm okay if it's on the positive side. Yes. Yes. Great. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to show y'all how you can change any behavior that you have. Now, only person's behavior that you can change is your own. You heard that? You understand? You cannot change other people's behaviors. That's what's wrong with these relationships today. They're one or the other, or both, are too busy trying to change the other person's behavior. Remember why you fell in love with the person, or what attracted you to that person. You know, and if they still have that, then you kind of out of bounds. You understand? So I'm telling you, me and Pap have been together for 68 years. We've been married for 58 years. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so talking about negative attitude, positive attitude. Oh, no, I was talking about how you write a program. So changing somebody else's behavior, you cannot do that. Focus on changing your own behavior, improving your own behavior, okay? So now, thank you. Here is, I'm going to present y'all with a false behavior. I don't have it, but I'm going to show it for purposes of illustration. And then I'm going to present y'all with the program that I write to overcome that behavior. So now here is the behavior that I have that I want to change. I eat 12 cookies every day. I don't. I do not want to eat 12 cookies every day. Here is the program that I write to change that behavior. I eat 12 cookies every day. I do not want to eat 12 cookies every day. Starting tomorrow, I will eat 10 cookies. And tomorrow comes and you eat 10 cookies. And the next days and weeks and all of that, you're still eating 10 cookies. Now, using my ratio, and you can use whatever, yours set to be, it means that 80%, my ratio is 80-20. So 80% of the time, I will stick to honor my program that I will eat 10 cookies. 20% of the time, I can go back up to 11. I can even go back up to 12. That's my cheating room. Thanks, Kyle. You make a great day. Make today a great day as well. That's my cheating room, okay? But 80% of the time, I'm going to eat 10 cookies. You see? Thank you. So now, can y'all use that? Can you use that example that I just gave you? I had one of my users. Hey, Honda. I'm gonna make you a moderator over on my TikTok. This is my last week for doing TikToks on YouTube. Starting Monday, December 8th, I'll be back to TikTok. This is my last week for doing lives on YouTube. Starting Monday, December 8th, I'll be back on TikTok at 4 a.m. The only thing changes is the platform. I'm going from YouTube to TikTok, back to TikTok. I've done over 500 TikTok lives, y'all. Yeah, same. No, my username on TikTok is JJ Fields 7. Yeah, on December 8th, I'll be back on TikTok. And my username there is JJ, the letter J, Fields, Fields, and the number 7, okay? So now, I'm done with pillar number 1. And, I want to tell y'all how one young lady used that to control an eating disorder. Oh, great. That's wonderful. She put a comment on my live, and either me or one of my moderators screenshot it, and I posted it to my page. And her comment was, I used to eat 6 meals a day, then 5, then 4, now 3. Thanks to her advice. She was talking about the advice that I shared. So you can use that. That's what I shared it for. You can take that and place it on any behavior that you have. Write the program. All you have to do is say it out loud, what the problem is, or what the behavior is that you want to change. That's all you got to do. Say it out loud, and you will change it for real. At least 80% of the time. So nothing's 100%. So now, pillar number, did I communicate that good, effectively? Pillar number 1, come on, give me some responses, y'all. Give me some responses. Come on, y'all. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, great, okay. So, now, pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you do it. I'm going to be talking fast because I'm running out of time. But I always start with the toddlers. If you're raising toddlers, 2, 3, and 4-year-olds, you want to know how easy it is to teach them patience. When they ask for a cookie, tell them, I'll give you that cookie in 5 minutes. Put yourself on the timer, give that toddler that cookie in 5 minutes. Do that several times, 5 minutes. Stretch 10 minutes, still the timer. several times, 10 minutes, all the way up to an hour or more, stretching it by 5-minute increments all the way up. And not only will you be teaching that toddler patience, you will be teaching that toddler how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time. Now, Spirit gave me this a little exercise for y'all. It requires a piece of paper and something to write with. So I'm going to count to 10 while I drink some tea and give y'all time to get the paper and something to write with. And I give you this. It's a fun exercise. Okay, excuse me. Thank you. Okay, now, on that piece of paper, write down the time that it is right now. Oh, thank you. I don't care what your time zone is, write down the time it is. Put the paper away, and some point later, doesn't matter how much time passes, try to guess what time it is at that point. Do that many times during the day. I don't need pencil and paper anymore. It's automatic that I do it now. And you will be teaching yourself how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time. And if you use an alarm clock to get up by, if you wake up before the clock goes off, try to guess what time it is. That's how you do that. You will be zeroing in. Your spirit will be zeroing in. It will be latching on to the second hand. For real. You'll start feeling time. So now, and if you're 10 years old or older, the way you teach yourself patience is you make yourself wait. Make yourself wait. Especially if it's something that you're fiending for or something that you will normally give yourself immediate gratification for. Make yourself wait. And say it out loud. I am learning how to make myself wait. I am learning how to increase my level of patience. And if you make yourself wait past the point where you don't want it anymore, that's beautiful, because that means that you are victorious. Yay, you. Okay? Yes. So make yourself wait. That's the way you do it. Pillar number 3, stay calm. Stay calm, y'all. There is tremendous power in your ability to stay calm. Okay? You lose power when you become angry. Now I'm going to present you 2 expressions, calm and angry. The pillar is pillar number 3, stay calm. Here's calm. Okay, now, here's angry. Y'all will get the point. Here's angry. You get the point? Power when you're calm. You lose that power. You become agitated, animated. You look horrible. Your insides are on the outside, okay? You see? Okay, I got Yeah, so that's what you look like. Think about that. Now, Spirit came to me and told me these 2 helpful hand visuals to do for pillar number 3. Spirit gives me these, y'all. Now, I was talking about staying calm as opposed to becoming angry. Now, Spirit told me to use the word neurons. I had never, ever used the word neurons in my lives before. This was in a TikTok live, early part of this year. And so Spirit told me when I was doing the live to do this helpful hand visual, talk about staying calm. So when you're calm, your neurons are like this. They're just gliding past each other. They're communicating with each other and all of that, okay? So now, here's what happens When you are angry, look, they just look. Look. When you're angry, that's what they do. Now, Spirit came to me during my life and told me to do that. Later that night, here's my hand, y'all, honest to goodness. Spirit came back to me and said, look up what neurons do. I was flabbergasted. I truly was flabbergasted. But I obeyed. I Googled what neurons do. And let me listen to this. Neurons work together to produce memories, make decisions, and compute information. They take chemical signals, transport them, and form new wiring within the brain. Neurons also help different parts of the brain to communicate with each other. Well, I'll be. That's why you can't make good decisions. That's why you can't think straight, because your neurons are out of whack. Think about it. Now, will y'all think about your neurons the next time you start to become angry? Don't do that to yourself. Anger serves no useful purpose. So don't do that to yourself. Think about, I have a post on my, it's a video on my TikTok page of Nikki. Her name is Nikki. And she was saying that she was having some kind of discussion at work, and the person was becoming heated and over talking her and all of that. And she was wondering what their neurons were doing. So then she decided, I'm wondering what my neurons are doing. She immediately calmed down. She was starting to get angry too. So she immediately calmed down when she remembered her neurons. So can y'all remember that? Okay, come on, give me some responses, y'all. Give me some responses, y'all. Thinking about your neurons, is that gonna help you? Come on. Come on, good. Yeah, good. Okay. Yes, remember your neurons. Think about it. Don't let them do this. Make sure you're staying calm. You see? That's calm. You see, these are the same neurons will just, oh, look, it just moved. Okay, you see? Yes, you see? So that is pillar number 3. Stay calm. Okay? Yeah, exactly. That explains it. Yes, that's why I do what I do. Okay? Undifficult your life, y'all. That's what the title of my lives are. Now, pillar number 4. No, that's what the title of my lives is. I'm a grammarian, y'all. I'm an author. I've written, go to goodshortbooks.com. There are 11 nonfiction books there. My sister wrote 1 and I wrote 10, okay? So, nonfiction, 11 in 9 different genres. I'm going to read y'all the genres. Memoirs, parenting, relationships, children's education, fairy tales. My fairy tale is nonfiction, deals with a very serious subject. Bullying, original quotes, health, and spirituality. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel it too. I'm telling you, I really do feel it. So those books they will delight you, they will inspire you, they will motivate you. The books are flying off the shelves, y'all, for real, because people are coming onto my lives and they're learning about the books. We have 3 price categories, $7.99, $9.99, and $12.99. So they're not for everybody. I don't ever try to get 100%. So a lot of people are interested, so that's why I say it. I have to honor the people who are, okay? And I forget about the people who are not. You can change your mind at any time. Okay, yes, it is. It's a challenge, and that's what it is. It's not hard. It's a challenge, and you will prevail. So now, pillar number 4. Remember the 4 words that can immediately, thank you, lower your stress, anger, frustration, panic, all of that stuff, anxiety, everything. Those 4 words are, this too shall pass. This too shall pass, y'all. Nothing lasts. No situation, no scenario. We even use the word pass when we talk about death. He passed last year. She passed yesterday. So, this too shall pass. The next time your mama is chewing you out or your daddy is chewing you out, they cannot read your mind. Remember that. They cannot read your mind. And say to yourself, this too shall pass. She ain't gonna be fussing at me forever. Or this too shall pass. He ain't gonna be fussing at me forever. That phrase, those 4 words, will get you comfortably through probably 90% of the ugliness that is inside of you. This too shall pass, and it'll just go away. You keep remembering that. I intend to. Yeah, this too shall pass. Okay? So those are the 4 pillars, y'all. The 4 pillars. My nails are broken off and they're growing back. Yeah, this too shall pass. Remember those 4 words. Now, the 4 pillars are: pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. I told you how you do that. You write the program, y'all. From now on, I'm going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Okay? Say it out loud. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. And if you're 10 years old or older, I told you exactly how you do it. But I always tell you about how you do it with a toddler. Now, if you're raising toddlers, I highly recommend this book, Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. I had it translated into Spanish, Madre Docena. Okay, so I don't speak Spanish, but Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. It's 48 pages. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. The link is in my profile, y'all. goodshortbooks.com. This book will guide you into raising kids that you can admire, for real. Mother's Dozen. Dozen is 12. An easy recipe. Recipe says there are ingredients. I have 12 ingredients. It's a list of 12 ingredients, and the last one is patience. That's why I talk about this book in pillar number 2. Increase your level of patience. So this book goes into teaching patience to toddlers as well. So there are 12 ingredients, and I'm going to quickly go through the 12 ingredients here. 1, start from infancy. 2, manners. 3, love for learning. 4, responsibility. 5, rules, order, and organization. 6, independence. 7, spirituality or a higher power. 8, affection. 9, discipline, self-control. 10, feed interest. 11, obedience. And 12, patience. This book will guide you into raising kids that you can admire. For real. Now, that is pillar number 2. Increase your level of patience. Like I said, I told you if you're 10 years old, how you do it. And I also told you how you do it when you're raising toddlers. It's a blessing to have a patient toddler, and you can do that. So pillar number 3, stay calm. You lose your power when you become angry. I hope you want to be powerful. So don't get angry. You can get pissed off. I get pissed off, but I don't get angry. I never get angry. Nothing is worth it. Anger is useless, okay? So stay calm, yes. Then pillar number 4, remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, for all of that ugly stuff. All of it. When you say those words, this too shall pass, you will feel so much lighter, so much better, because you know that it ain't gonna last forever. Okay, that's it. 4 pillars, y'all. I want to thank y'all for joining my live. And if you got something from this, you can do a video telling people what you got out of this live or how you plan to use the advice, or you can do a post and just tag me, mention me. I don't know what all these words are for these different platforms. So I'm 81 and I am not all the way into all of these intricacies about this stuff, but I know how to do a live. So like I said, I have done over 500 TikTok lives, y'all, and I love doing them because I love sharing this advice. Now, if y'all enjoyed it, got something out of it, do a video, do a post, and tag me. Help me spread the word. I would love to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. I got 42, now it says 38. But I'm glad to share it with y'all because a lot of y'all appreciated it and got something from it. Now, I've made y'all a promise when I first started this live that you would be able to use the advice that I share while you're sitting there watching my live. Thank you. So come on, y'all. Did I fulfill that promise? Come on, give me some responses. I said y'all will be able to use a lot of what I share while you're sitting there watching my live. Thank you. Thanks, Aurora. Come on. Thanks, Rochelle. Thanks, Miss Lady. Yes, see. Okay. Sunny, I guess that's giving me flowers. Wonderful. Good, Brendan. Yeah. Thanks, Michael. Wonderful. Feels better already. Okay, good deal. I always close my live with this book, My Simple Quotes to Live By. It's 90 pages. It's 167 quotes that I coined. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. The link is in my profile. I coined my first quote when I was 15 years old. And that quote states, "Never lose your hope and faith." Thank you, Aurora. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. So, never lose your hope and faith. I coined this, my first quote, in 1959 at the age of 15. The occasion was my middle school graduation from Detroit's Sherrard Junior High School. Ninth graders were asked to document their message to their fellow classmates. And that's what I said. I don't remember saying it. And I didn't know I was coining a quote at 15, okay? So, but now I'm going to read y'all a quote. Thank you. Oh, wow. Good, thank you. Now I'm going to read y'all a quote that I coined in 2011 or 2013. It was for a quote contest. And it was for a calendar. So I coined the quote and then submitted it to the contest. And it won as one of 12 for the calendar out of over 5,000 entries. Over 5,000 entries, y'all. So now, here is the quote. I posted to social media to encourage people to chase their dreams. Here's the quote. It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. I'm going to repeat it. It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. Chase your dreams, people. Chase your dreams. Nobody can see your dream as clearly as you can, and you can't see anybody else's dream as clearly as they can. So don't allow anybody to poo-poo your dream, and don't you poo-poo anybody else's dream. Chase your dreams. Now, this book is 90 pages. Thank you. And it's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. And the way that this book is formatted, it is 2 quotes per page. The quotes are in all caps, separated by a black and white picture. So it's 167 quotes that I coined. Now I'm going to open the floor for y'all to throw out page numbers, and I will read the 2 quotes on the page. And this is page 90, the end. So pages 6 to 89. That is pages 6 to 89. Come on, give me some page numbers. Oh, I don't know what he said. Page numbers. In the meantime, if y'all got something from this, do a video or a post and help me spread the word. Okay, Tanada wants page 40. At the top of page 40, real champions stand tall when life is good or bad. At the bottom of page 40, much of life is an illusion. Things ain't what they appear to be. Can y'all live by those quotes? Okay, page 53 for Aurora. Page 53, at the top of page 53, don't anger at criticism. Calmly critique it. At the bottom of page 53, defeat is an opportunity to create a new strategy. Oh, get a screenshot. Can y'all live by those quotes? My phone fell. Sorry about that. Okay, page 77 for all things. Page 77. At the top of page 77, truth and honesty free your soul, so stop lying. At the bottom of page 77, family is the root of the tree of life. Oh, wonderful. Any more page numbers? Okay, Aurora wants page 63. At the top of page 63, if it can't stand a challenge, it can't stand. At the bottom of page 63, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Okay? All right, Honda wants page 50. At the top of page 50, love is truth. At the bottom of page 50, don't carry a grudge. The load will wear you down. Okay, Molly wants page 63. At the top of page 63, oh, I just read that one. If it can't stand a challenge, it can't stand. At the bottom of page 63, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Okay, page 50. At the top of page, oh no, see, these are, I've already read these. Love is truth, and at the bottom, don't carry a grudge. The load will wear you down. Okay, page 49. At the top of page 49, you forgive for yourself, not for the jerk who wronged you. I said that earlier, okay. At the bottom of page 49, when chickens come home to roost, they crap all over the place, okay? So now, if y'all love these quotes, go on over, because I'm going to be on TikTok, going over to TikTok to do my live starting Monday, December 8th. Thank you. Now, every Sunday, I did 2 subscriber-only videos. Now, my TikTok username is JJ, the letter J, Fields, Fields, and the number 7. So I used to do 2 videos every Sunday for my subscribers only. And I have 125 subscriber only videos where every Sunday, I pick a quote from this book. I beautify the quote, and this is what a beautified quote looks like. This quote is, "It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased a dream." So I beautify the quote, and I tell my subscribers, now the book has just bare quotes. Now I love bare quotes. Thanks, Shells. I love bare quotes, but when I do my subscriber-only videos, I tell my subscribers why I coined the quote, what the quote means to me, what it can mean to anybody. And then I do the second video immediately following the first one, where I lay the beautified quote down and I take the movie in such a way as, the video, in such a way as my subscribers can take a screenshot of the beautified quote. They can print it, they can start collecting them, they can do whatever they want to do with them. But I wanted to give my subscribers something more than a shout out and a response to, so, and that is what I did. 125 subscriber only videos. And if you love quotes, you will love this because they come from this book, My Simple Quotes to Live By. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com, and the link is in my profile. I want to thank y'all for joining us live, but I'm going to read y'all a 5-star review for My Simple Quotes to Live By. Brian did this 5-star review on Amazon. And people who get the books, order the books, read the books, please go to Amazon and post your review. It helps a lot for people who are looking to read whatever, so the reviews help people a lot, help the authors. So now here is what Brian said. This is a great book to help open your mind. There are an unlimited amount of resources to learn from. You get wisdom, positivity, self-discipline, appreciation for being alive, and so much more in this easy read. This is a book you will save and review over and over again. I highly recommend buying the hard copy of it so you can write in it and highlight quotes that speak to you. This is a must-have. And he has must-have in all caps, followed by a lot of exclamation marks, okay? Thank you, Brian. So, now, if you like these quotes, you'll get a kick out of being one of my subscribers. 125 subscriber-only videos. Thank y'all for joining my live. I really appreciate it. I thank everybody for the likes, the subscribers, and the shares, and I really appreciate your sharing it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So come back tomorrow. I'm here Monday through Friday. Help me spread the word, y'all. Thank you for joining, and please do the 4 pillars. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. Pillar number 1. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. Pillar number 3, stay calm. And pillar number 4, remember the 4 words that can immediately lower all that ugliness that can be inside of you. This too shall pass. Okay? So, later, y'all. Thanks for joining. Come back tomorrow. Bring somebody with you. Take care. Thanks, moderators. Appreciate it.